the plea that has been filed by the jailed MLAs, which include Nawab Malik as well as Anil Deshmukh. They have sought the right to vote when it comes to the floor test that will take place tomorrow. And the big news that we are breaking right now, a big MVA infighting ahead of the floor test. We have our senior executive editor Abhishek also to give us his perspective. Abhishek, if you could give us more details as to about this MVA infighting that seems to have broken out ahead of the crucial floor test.
Well, Sabiksha, in response to a rally by Raj Thackeray, Uddhav Thackeray also had gone in last month to Aurangabad, and from there in the rally he had announced that we are the original Shiv Sena of Bala Saheb Thackeray. We are wedded to Hindutva, and at some stage we would name Aurangabad or rename Aurangabad as Sambhaji Nagar, because that was a challenge thrown by Raj Thackeray in his Aurangabad rally. And now we have reports coming in that the Congress party is very clear that this cannot happen. In fact, in a couple of debates, I have myself asked the Shiv Sena representatives by when they would be able to rename Aurangabad as Sambhaji Nagar, and they have not been able to answer. Obviously, because that the other two parties in the alliance, the Congress and the NCP, are not going to let it happen. And that really underscores the salience of this rebellion, because Eknath Shinde camp has been maintaining that the Hindutva that Shiv Sena has been known for, the Hindutva politics that they have practiced, it is not possible with Congress and the NCP. In fact, their very ideology and its roots have been compromised because of this alliance. And this infight that is happening now, or the reports emerging that the Congress party has made it clear that Aurangabad would not be renamed as Sambhaji Nagar, makes it clear that this is exactly what has happened. And this is something which has not endeared the leadership of Shiv Sena, led by Uddhav Thackeray, with its cadres, with the Shiv Sainik on the ground. And that's why this groundswell of support for Eknath Shinde camp, the rebels that we have seen. Number one, out of 55, 40 scoot away and join the rebel ranks. Obviously, these are legislators. They have their feet on the ground, they have their ears to the ground, they understand what their constituents want of them, and they must have been really unhappy to take this extreme step and persist with it over the last 10 days, culminating with what we are going to see tomorrow by way of a floor test in the Maharashtra Assembly. So I think what this suggests is that this actually underscores the position of the Shiv Sena rebels, that Shiv Sena in an alliance with the Congress and the NCP gets away from its ideology, gets uprooted from its Hindu politics, and the fact that Uddhav Thackeray, despite being Chief Minister, can't rename Aurangabad as Sambhaji Nagar emboldens the rebels further perhaps. So I think this development would be seen as yet another victory for the rebel camp, yet another boost in the arm of the rebel camp led by Eknath Shinde, and we don't know whether it is getting picked up there, but you will hear some reaction from there as well, Samiksha.
Yes, Abhishek, it remains to be seen, the legal recourse that the Maha Aghadi government has taken, if it comes at, if there's some relief in the offing there for the Maha Aghadi government, because as of now the numbers are very much in favor of the Shinde camp there.
Well, obviously the numbers are there with them, and if you look at it from the perspective of the floor test, if there are 105 with the BJP, 40 of the Shiv Sena with Eknath Shinde, which means they are comfortably past the mark where it's a vertical split and they do not attract the anti-defection law. 10 independents, that was the number that was declared by Shinde outside of Kamakhya temple, and we can see the numbers are there. 7 independent MLAs have in fact written to the governor seeking a no confidence vote in the Uddhav government, based on which the decision has been taken by the governor. So if you add these numbers, 145, 155, 165, that makes it 165, and by any count, this is a very comfortable majority in favor of the rebels and the BJP, and of course against the Uddhav camp, the numbers they have. In case these rebels decide not to go and vote and hence abstain, in that case also, the independents and the BJP tally is still more than what the MVA government has or the alliance has. So I think in terms of numbers also, Samiksha, in terms of this ideological position that's coming out, the MVA
Abhishek, just stay with us. We have some breaking news also
wobbly.
coming in. Yes, we have some breaking updates coming in. This one with respect to Kanhaiya's butchery, which happened last evening. The NIS
2.5 साल में सरकार ने जनता के साथ जो बेईमानी की, जनता पे जो अन्याय किया, ये